Our project Viridescent Flow was conceived in 2022 as an expansion of the vision of the Newtown Creek Alliance to soften the creek's edge and promote the vision of Local Law 9294. This law states that all new buildings and alterations of existing buildings where the entire existing roof deck or roof assembly is being replaced must provide a sustainable roofing zone covering 100% of the roof. We saw this law as an opportunity to model and demonstrate a more ambitious idea of what a green roof can be. This project was initially conceived as Phase 2 of the Kingsland Wildflowers Garden, which completed construction in 2019.
Our project proposes the addition of a second green roof to an existing building on the Newtown Creek in Greenpoint, Brooklyn, across from the Wastewater Treatment Center. We situate our project as a tool for stormwater capture, artistic expression, education, and botanical research. In doing so, we create a gradient across the roof of program, water, and soil depth. Starting from Kingsland Avenue to the creek, plants become more water tolerant as they near the creek's edge. The roof activates the site from both street and water side, opening the building from both edges with a ramp bringing visitors onto our roof from the street across from the Newtown Creek Nature Walk, and a path created by stepping stormwater pools that starts from the creek's edge. While each area of the roof has a primary programmatic function, they all still work with and touch upon the other program areas. For example, though the performance garden is primarily for artistic performance, it also serves to temporarily store and retain stormwater during rainstorms, transferring it to the water tanks we have designed at the creek side of the building. We aimed to encourage a wide range of visitors to experience this site, from researchers and local workers to community members and tourists. In order to kick off the project, we took advantage of existing funding from the Greenpoint Community Environmental Fund, an environmental grant program created by the state of New York with monies obtained through a settlement with ExxonMobil over its Greenpoint oil spill. The green roof is divided into 4 main areas: an edible foraging garden, a botanical research garden, a performance garden, and a stormwater garden. Each area is funded by a different partner.
The Research Botanic and Edible Garden was primarily funded by the Brooklyn Botanic Gardens, that was looking to experiment with how they could grow different species of plants in an urban roof condition. They hope to utilize the foraging garden as a means to research native edible plants with a rich cultural and educational history. This has also drawn in many community members to be involved with learning and running cooking programs surrounding these crops. Pratt Institute was a major contributor and partner in the funding of the Stormwater Garden. Much of Pratt Institute's money came from the Newtown Creek oil spill. The funding of these stormwater pools was seen as an attempt to build a stronger relationship with the Newtown Creek Alliance and readdress this history. Sewage overflow is a huge issue in the area, and is something that the Creek Alliance has been trying to combat. Our roof captures 100% of stormwater that hits it with the construction of large stormwater tanks that hold up to 54,000 gallons of water per week. This water is recycled to irrigate plants on the roof and provide grey water to the building.
Broadway Stages, the current owner of the building, in partnership with the Noosphere Art Center that is located inside the building, funded the construction of the performance area in order to expand the Kingsland Wildflowers Green Roof's ability to host local performing artists. This space also serves as an exterior extension of the existing art center. The sunken performance gardens serve to create a new typology of performance that expands the existing program of the building to a new spatial condition, where performers can express themselves in relation to the foliage and topography, moving between sunken amphitheaters with audience members or allowing multiple performances to exist at once. On a rainy day, these theaters hold up to a foot of water for an hour, displaying the effects that climate change has had on rain accumulation. All of the plants in this area were chosen due to their ability to take water tolerance for up to an hour. On a sunny day, humans are performing, while on a cloudy day, the rain becomes the performer. The project was built in 3 phases and took 4 years to complete. The first phase was to build the edible garden that is closest to the street and borders the existing green roof to serve as an initial direct extension of the Newtown Creek Nature Walk, which terminates across the street. Simultaneously, demolition began of the creek side of the building that was flooded from Hurricane Sandy. Construction of the new waterfront began immediately as to activate both the creek and street side of the green roof. Phase 2 was the completion of the stormwater pools.
In Phase 3, the performance garden was constructed and is now the main source of community engagement, with weekly performances in the summer and various educational institutions partnering to research the accumulation of stormwater. The ambitious nature of the program of this roof has inspired the construction of 4 other green roofs by major cultural institutions, such as MoMA PS1, whose green roof is expected to be completed by 2028. Overall, the green roof has outperformed in both its attempts to mitigate stormwater capture and provide a new way for researchers and community members to engage with green spaces in Greenpoint.
The ambitious nature of the program of this roof will hopefully inspire a network of green roofs, starting with major cultural institutions such as the MOA PS1 and educational institutions in the next 15 years and moving to large unoccupied roofs surrounding these sites in the next 30 years. What started as a local raised green typology will become a fifth facade spread across a multitude of sites.